Page 8, Snorkeling. We get a new symbol to learn now. Hopefully you're okay with all the stuff we've learned so far, because again, we got a lot of symbols to go yet. Now, this symbol is called a tie, and it's indicated by a curved line. So let's talk about this a little bit, because it can get confusing. And if you're going to get confused, you as well do it now, I guess. Huh? The curved line can be below the notes or above the notes. That's not important. Usually it's on the other side of where the stems are. So if the stems are above the note, it'll be below them. If the stems go down, it'll be above them. Not always, but usually that's it. You see, we have a problem in music in that there's a limit to how long a note can be held down in written music, regular written music. And that's according to the time signature. Let's say we're in 4/4 time. Well, the biggest note we can have in 4/4 time is a whole note, because it would get 4 counts. They can't have a note last longer than 4 counts, because a measure only gets 4 counts. That's it. Well, 4 and done. That's it. Not allowed. Or in 3/4 time, then the biggest note we could have is a dotted half note, because that gets 3 counts, and you can't have longer than 3 counts. So one of the things that a tie does is it allows us to hold a note longer than the measure allows. It does other things too, but this is what we're after here right now. Look at Snorkeling, and there in the 3rd and 4th measure, you see the Fs, the dotted half notes. They have that line. A tie simply means you tie the notes together, or the first note lasts as long as both notes. So you hold the first note down for the length of both notes. So that 3rd measure F, that's going to be held down for 6 counts. And that's what a tie does. It just makes it longer. And in counting them, I usually go 1, 2, 3, tie 2, 3. They say hold 2, 3. A hold is a different symbol. I don't want to confuse you here. I say tie 2, 3 because it is a tie. Then you're holding it down is true, but a 1, 2, 3, tie 2, 3 to tie them together. I use the word hold for a different reason. We're playing both hands together here, and they give at the top of page 9 the little work how it works. Basically, you're playing the first note, and you're going to hold that down, and while you're holding it down, you play the other part. You add it to it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like so. And the C, again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You're just adding it to it. And we get this in this piece, measures 7 and 8. And at the end, the last 2 measures at the bottom, we get that. They give you the dynamics up there. I'll talk about dynamics later. And that's how ties work. They just hold the first note down the length of both notes. The rules for ties are pretty simple. You can only tie 2 notes at a time. If you want more notes tied together, you have to string them together. You'll get a curved line between each pair of notes. And then you'd hold the first note down for the length of the whole mess. Yeah, at that time. Yeah. But 2 notes for a curved line. It has to be the same note. If the note changes, it's not a tie anymore. It's a different note, and you would play the other note. You wouldn't hold the first note down. Now let's talk this snorkeling thing. I look it over. It's 4 lines long. The clef signs are treble and bass clef. The time signature is 3/4 time. I see a bunch of quarter notes and dotted half notes, and we do have some tied notes. So the left hand is starting here, and it's up to you to remember all the keys the fingers are on, and the right hand starts here, so you don't need any other finger numbers. Please don't be reading the finger numbers. You've got to get into where you're remembering which key each finger is on. It's really important. Now, keep in mind you're playing 2 notes at the same time in the left hand. I don't know if you've talked about playing multiple notes at the same time. The technique's a little bit different on multiple notes. So on measure 8 in the left hand, you have the C and you have a G together at the same time. Simply lowering the hand down and letting the wrist collapse a little bit is all. I'm just lowering. The weight is on both fingers instead of one finger. Same thing at the bottom. You just push them. Listen carefully and try and get them down at the same time. I don't always, but you do the best you can. So we're here. And it's just go as slow as you got to go. Hesitate all you need to. It doesn't matter. We're just after the notes here. And then the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, tie, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, tie, 2. So I'm adding that to it. Then we go on. So I go through at my speed. You do it at your speed. I work out the notes and the rhythms. Then I go back over it however many times it takes, and I get rid of the hesitations. No hesitations anywhere. And then once I can do that, I'll think about the dynamics. MF at the beginning is mezzo forte or sort of loud, whatever you think that is. Then we get over to measure 8. You see the P? Now it's soft. So you were sort of loud in measure 7. Now you're soft. You don't really need the P there. I'll explain that in a minute. But okay, you're soft. But now measure 9, you're still moderately loud again. And at the bottom, the last 2 measures, the first is sort of loud, and then you're soft. The idea with the soft is I want to hear the melody. I haven't talked much about melodies. The melody is the song. It's what we're here for. It's what we want to hear. It's the melody rules. The melody controls everything else in there is there to support the melody. Kind of wish today's music could figure that out, because it's usually just a big blast of everything and there's no melody anywhere. They got 1, 2, maybe 3 notes, and that's all they do. And that's no melody. It's yuck, in my opinion. So we're here for the melody. This is all melody. But these other things, this one, measure 8 here and at the end, that's not melody. That's harmony. It's where you're mixing the sounds together to get a different flavor, a different color, whatever it is. That's harmony. So this measure 7, and then this other is harmony. We want to hear the E. That's what we're after. This just adds to it. It doesn't cover it up. It adds to it. Same thing at the bottom. The C is the melody, and this other, that just adds more flavor to the melody note. It supports it. So you don't play it the same. No. So we use the term bring out the melody. And when you're first starting like this, you're still trying to get the control of how loud or soft. What it feels like. Can I play it loud or can I play it soft? And over time, you'll get better at that. Well, over time, we got to get to where we have independence of the hands. We're doing different things in the hands at the same time. We got to work on that on top of everything else we're working on. And one of those things we have to be able to do different in the hands is louds and softs. You have to be able to play one hand louder than the other. And again, we practice that. You exaggerate it if you have to. So here, the right hand would be loud, so play it really loud. And then play this really soft, like heavy, light. And you practice that feeling because it feels weird at first. You feel off balance a little bit. Then switch it. Play the left hand, play a note, any note, loud. And then play a note in the right hand soft at the same time, any note. Just so you get the feeling of playing one hand louder than the other. It's something we got to start working on, in addition to all the other stuff we're working on. Remember the natural accents? 1, 2, 3. 1, okay. Speed smoothly. Wasn't that nice? That's not a speed. If you were going to sing it, how fast would you sing it? Somewhere in the middle. Please don't copy me. You don't have to take it at that speed. You can experiment with the dynamics a little bit. At the bottom of page 9, they want you to circle the ties. So you can circle that if you want. I don't care. It's whatever. Let's play this together slowly and make sure you have the right notes and rhythms. Not going to do louds and softs. I'm going to play it all about the same. I'll give us 3 counts. 1, ready, go. tie, 2, 3. 2, 3, tie, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, tie, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, off. There's a duet at the bottom of the page. I'd like to play that. We'll speed it up a little faster. And again, I need you to go up the keyboard an octave. So pretend the middle C instead of here is here. So instead of here, you're here. Play it all up here. I'll give us 3 counts. Did I say that? I can't remember. 1, ready, go.